Hi, and welcome to the Banker's View from Sibos series, looking at all the hot topics at this year's conference in Geneva. I'm Joy McKnight, Transaction Banking and Technology Editor at The Banker, and I'm here with Tony Brady, who is Global Head of Product Solutions for Treasury Services at Bank of New York Mellon. Thanks so much for joining us today, Tony.
Thank you, Joy.
I know that Bank of New York Mellon has released a white paper about competing, coexisting, collaborating with fintech companies. What was sort of the main findings of that paper?
Yeah, I think, Joy, like most organizations, we're trying to understand the way forward. There's a lot going on in payment transformation. There's a lot of experimentation underway with fintechs and blockchain. And I think one of the most useful things that we discovered as we put the white paper together is we identified 3 things that we think are keys to success that help us prioritize what we're doing. The first really is standards. Any of these solutions that are going to be successful are going to have to operate with standards so that everyone in the community can work together. The second is network effect. So any of these initiatives are going to require a critical mass of financial institutions and other participants to make them successful. And the third is regulatory engagement. So if we're going to be successful, ultimately we're going to have to get the regulators comfortable with what we're doing. So we evaluated all the initiatives that we're working on against those 3 key success factors, and it really helped us figure out what initiatives are most important to advance right now and which initiatives maybe we should put aside for a while until they develop along those 3 lines.
Okay, and I know it's based on some research that you did. What was the main findings of the research, or was there anything in the research that really surprised you?
Yeah, how about a good surprise and maybe not so good a surprise? So on the good side, the vast majority of banks are experimenting with these emerging technologies, and they're also very actively pursuing industry initiatives that will advance payment transformation. That's a great result because we're going to need that critical mass of financial institutions engaged in these things. Maybe on the downside, where we have some work to do as an industry, is when we asked all of these survey respondents what they thought the main thing, the main benefit they would get out of emerging technology. They identified things like cost reduction, opportunities for greater transparency, et cetera, but only 15% identified improving the client experience as the primary benefit. We think that's the secret sauce going forward of payment transformation. We really need to start from the outside in, make sure we put that customer experience front and center. That will drive everything else we do.
So how can banks deal with the disruption that's happening within the ecosystem?
I actually think it's very simple. Embrace it. I like to think of, change is going to happen. It's either going to happen to us or it's going to happen because of us. And I'd much rather be in the latter category. So I think embrace change and actually help to lead it. And I think a great example of that, Joy, is the Swift GPI initiative. Rather than waiting for someone else to solve the cross-border transaction problems that we've been living with for years, Swift GPI and all the banks involved are actually making change happen to deal with those issues. So I think we're in the best position when we embrace it and really lead the industry forward and solve the problems that we've been living with for some time.
And do you think that greater collaboration with fintechs is really the way forward?
I think it's one of several ways forward that we should all embrace. So in the white paper, we essentially asked the question, is it better for us to focus on ourselves and what we can do with BNY Mellon, or is it better to focus and work with other financial institutions in the industry to move forward with payment transformation? Or is it better to work with fintechs and use their technological expertise and their creativity and agility to try to drive us forward more quickly? And the conclusion we came to is we really need to do all 3. We need to transform ourselves internally. We can't really create effective payment transformation on our own. We need all the other industry participants, and we should continue to work with fintechs, collaborate with them, try to identify technologies that will make us stronger and make this payment transformation happen more quickly and more effectively for our clients. So it's one way, but it's not the only way. We really have to be running down all three of these paths at the same time.
And what do you think are the hot topics here in Geneva?
Yeah, so I would say the top hot topic, especially for me and our organization, is really Swift GPI. I mentioned that earlier. I think it is incredibly exciting. We're one of the banks who are helping to drive that vision and the product roadmap. We're in the pilot group because we believe so strongly in it. I think as clients see the kind of transformation that this is going to make to cross-border payments, they're going to be really excited. And so as I've attended sessions here at Sibos, invariably cross-border transactions and the change that's coming with GPI has come up, and it's generated a lot of excitement.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Tony.
Thank you, Joy. I appreciate it.